Okay, I'm doing this because this is like the 6th or 7th day I've heard this in a row. So this is going to be a quick public service announcement. White Wild Assault is not grabbable as a reaction. Okay, like this. You ever seen somebody do this? This shit is not a reaction. Okay. Couple reasons why. You see how this bar over here goes down? A lot of people say they look for this, right? Oh, just look for the bar to go down. And then you have like, 18, 19, 20 frames to react. This bar, the burst bar, does not deplete on the first active frame of Wild Assault. It depletes on the 4th frame. So, White Wild Assault is a move that has 20 frames to start up, and the bar goes down on the 4th frame. So that means you have 16 frames to react. And if you want to grab, which is a 2-frame startup move, you have to react on the 14th frame. Okay? Simple math. Frame data. If you don't know frame data, reply in the comments and we'll talk about it. 14 frame reaction to grab it. Reaction, quote unquote. You cannot react. It's unreactable. Grabbing White Wild Assault is a myth that has been perpetrated somehow. 10 out of 10 pros say that you cannot grab this. Tempest, Aaron Namek, Sechi, Keishu Watamu, Slash, Red Ditto is not reactable. Dig Blig, the Bridget specialist, as said by Dig Blig, apparently White Wild Assault bar goes down on frame 4, so during it is a 15 frame reaction. I think it's 14, right? 2 frame startup. So people who say, oh, all you do is just FD White Wild Assault on reaction or grab it on reaction, don't fucking listen to them. They're lying to you. They're lying. Facts. It's unreactable. White Wild Assault is broken. Okay. That's all I had to say. I had to get it out of me. This shit is a travesty. You already fucking know. I already made my case. Did I already make my case? Maybe I should make my case. Okay. Should I make my case, you think? White Wild Assault takes characters that have flawed neutral and have to make up for it with certain mechanics, fucking over the line. Goldlewis Dickinson has weak neutral and movement. Slow movement, limited mobility options, no double jump, sluggish buttons. Each of them have drawbacks. So how does he make up for that? By using Thunderbird, right? And Thunderbird is utilized with the security level meter. It is a meter that charges over time, and then it makes some of his special moves better. Specifically Thunderbird, okay? Without Thunderbird, then Goldlewis really has to work hard to get in neutral. Now, with White Wild Assault, which is unreactable and invincible from frame 8, he can just slam White Wild Assault into your face, and if you block it... I'm sorry, how advantaged is Wild Assault on block? White Wild Assault. Oh, what's that? +7? Oh, 7 frames. Okay. So how fast is Close Slash? Oh, 7 frames. So that means he can true string into Close Slash and then do a bunch of Behemoth Typhoons? Oh, wow, that seems pretty good. The other problem is, once you block Behemoth Typhoon, which is usually plus a bajillion. He can always do some sort of greedy pressure reset that you need to roll the dice on. Or, once he's done doing Behemoth Typhoons, okay, he can just do another White Wall Assault and then loop it again. And then if he ever gets pushed out to neutral somehow, whether you burst or you deflect shield, he can just use Thunderbird. And then he's in again. And then, by the time Thunderbird is down and you're fighting back, what does he have access to? Wild Assault. So it's literally looping godlike offense where the opponent is almost always disadvantaged. Their options are always disadvantaged. Goldlewis players say that this is the resource swap. Have you ever heard that? Resource swap? Foolish. He is trading his resources for the round. White Wall Assault creates fear at every stage of the game. The threat of it in round start, neutral, and during his pressure forces opponents to constantly think about when you're going to full send. This is overpowered. You know, I was just gonna say stop trying to grab White Wall Assault because it's a myth, but while we're here, you know. Okay, Nago. Nago is a resource-based character. The Blood Gauge. 3 specials and a Fukio, and Nago is spent. Okay? Except, now, you have to deal with a 4th special. White Wild Assault. It's not as good as Goldlewis's, since Nago is much less sticky than Goldlewis when it comes to just generating plus frames, okay? But it still lets him skip neutral. Foolish. And it's White Wall Assault that's keeping Nago, quote-unquote, broken. Nago has been nerfed consecutively for many patches, but since he has access to White Wall Assault, he's never out of the game. Fully invincible moves that leave you advantaged on block is a lesson that I feel like we should have learned from Fighter's Generation or the Sailor Moon on Super Nintendo. Like, I feel like we learned this lesson already, but here we are, you know, in 2024. Why do we have moves that are fully invincible that leave you with complete advantage with little counterplay? Strive is a Kusoge? No, it's not. Daisuke's vision? No, it's not Daisuke's vision. This is Katano's vision. Katano! If you don't want me to yell about Season 3 a little more as we go into Arc Revo. Arc Revo is going to be in about 2 weeks, then let me know. I can upload more discourse and stuff like that. I'm not making a tier list, but if you want me to react to tier lists, I think I could do that. There's plenty to talk about. Overall, the balance of this version is really good. It's just there's some blemishes that are dragging down the perception of the game very heavily. King Africa, the Jacko player, is dying on the hill, saying, throw that shit if spacing is right. You're never throwing it. Never. It's unreactable. The definition of unreactable. Literally, you can't react to it. You're never throwing it unless you're guessing. If you're guessing, you got it. But you're never reacting.